Hi, welcome again to one of my vlogs. This is my first one in 2025. It's been quite a busy Christmas and New Year, so I've at last managed to escape and get out. So stick with me and find out just where I am today. Okay, as usual I took the wrong path. I mean, I was in the Boy Scouts when I was a youngster, for goodness sake. I always seem to be getting lost. Anyway, I think I'm on the right track now to this location. I'm hoping it's actually a waterfall, okay, but that's not all I'm going to see today, but hopefully I can find it. Anyway, stick with me and we'll see if I can find it. Okay. This is some of the view. Some nice Scots pines up there on the hillside and the sheep. It's a lovely day, sun's out, it's not cold, not the best for the sort of photographs I want because it's quite contrasty, but the one thing is that the sun at this time of the year is low in the sky, so it sends everything into nice contrasting relief. So anyway, still trying to find my waterfall, but catching a wee mo. Came across this old derelict building. But it looks just kind of nice, just shouting for a photograph, which I've just done. And I'll let you see that now. Well, I've just spied the waterfall at last, so just a couple of 100 yards and I'll be there, so we'll see how we get on. Okay, well there we are, but we might have a problem trying to get a bit closer to it, so I better not cross this fence, but it might be possible to get to the other side somehow, so I hope I can. Anyway, here goes. This is a real pain not being able to legally cross this fence, so I'm just going to have to try and get something from probably about this angle's about the best shot, but there's too many trees and tree branches in the road to make a decent photograph here. But as I'm here, I'll take something. I'll see what I can make of it. I've tried a variety of shots from this position, varying exposures to slow down the water with an ND filter. I don't know, I'm not entirely happy, but it's probably the best I can do under the circumstances. But I've just seen a lovely lone Scots pine. I'm going to try and get a photograph of that. Okay. There's always an annoying branch or something, as there is at the top right of the tree, but there's nothing more I can do about that. It's a bit disappointed not getting to closer to the waterfall. I could have climbed that fence, but knowing me, if I'd done that, something would have happened, or the Pentland Hills police would have caught me or something, who knows. Anyway, I'm heading up to Glencorse Reservoir. Well, I never told you, I don't think, where I was. That's Glencorse Waterfall, which flows off Glencorse Reservoir. And I'll tell you a bit more about that later on. Okay, I'm on my way up to the reservoir. See you later. Glencorse Reservoir was built in the early 1800s, 1820, 1830 thereabouts, and was to feed Edinburgh with water, and Fairmile Head being one of the places that was fed by this reservoir. And in my 20s and 30s, in my 20s, I lived in Fairmile Head. So I'm grateful to this reservoir for feeding me water during that period. Anyway, it's absolutely beautiful up here. It's very windy. I hope you can hear this. Anyway, I'm just going to catch one or two pictures and then I'm going to head back down. Okay, catch you in a wee while. I'm quite taken with this shot. I focused in a bit on the branches that are dipped into the water. I'm using a long exposure just to smooth out the water, but the sunlight on the trees is really quite striking, and I'm just taken with that picture. I hope it comes out good. Well, that's me heading back to the car now. I've done as much as I can on this trip. Bit disappointed. The waterfall particularly, and I've not got any stunning award-winning shots, but anyway, I've got something, so I hope you like what you see. Well, today was a bit of a disappointment, not only the fact of not being able to get close enough to the waterfall, but the reservoir itself. It was bounded on the northeast banks by all these beautiful Scots pines, but you couldn't really get much access to closer to the water that I would have liked. So the shots that I got were not really what I'd expected. I'd hoped to get better shots than I did. Anyway, I'm glad I got out, got a bit of fresh air, and appreciate the beauty of God's creation. So I'll put the images up just now. There's nothing really stunning there that I would say, but if you like what you see, then please give me a thumbs up, and we'll catch you next time. So in the meantime, take care, God bless, and see you later. Bye. Well, as usual, I took a long, up to 2 minutes with a get this right. Well, as I said, a bit disappointed. Apart from the waterfall, the fact that what was I going to say? Well, the location today was not... take two. Just simply the fact of the reservoir and